Hi everyone, thanks for coming to the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, behind the camera we got Dylan.
What's up?
Today we're going to be catching up, going through some weekly highlights, looking at some new arrivals, flipping up through some recently priced records, and going over your YouTube comments. As always, if you see anything you like, you can hit us up on DM via Instagram. You can give us a shop a call or come in. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. And if you want to just skip ahead to the flip through, we'll put the number on the screen here. Timestamp? Timestamp.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll put the timestamp on the screen so you can just skip to the flip through. Getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got shirts. Big Cartel, link in the bio. Anyways, we call it the temp check, you know? Catching up. What have you been up to, Dylan?
Dude. Just hanging out. Recorded for what's that thing called?
It's a compilation.
Yeah, compilation, but what's the thing called? Fear of Noise.
Yeah.
That's it. Recorded with my band, not gonna name it. And
Why don't you promote yourself? Why do you have such crippling low self-esteem?
I don't have low crippling self-esteem, I just don't want people in the comments sounding out.
What? My band,
Yeah, what's your band called?
Rod of Correction.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram at roc.rodofcorrection. Look us up on Spotify. Is your stuff on Spotify?
No, that's why I don't want to talk. Dude, nobody's gonna find it.
Bandcamp and stuff.
Alright, fine. You go first, I'll say
I
that.
just went. Anyways, yeah, there is a compilation coming out from San Diego. Is it an organization, group, collective?
I don't know. I always just thought it was a fest name.
There's a fest called Fear of Noise that's happened for a few years now, and they can't do a festival this year because all live music is taking a little breather, and so instead they're doing a compilation of a lot of bands that would have played the fest or have played the fest in the past. It's actually, I think, pretty cool, serving as kind of a snapshot of where San Diego is at right now in terms of punk music. Anyways, they're called Fear of Noise. You can look it up on Instagram, or yeah, I think they're pretty active on there, right?
I think so.
Okay.
They post here and there, I think.
But more importantly, this compilation's coming out, and yeah, both of our bands are going to be on there. My band, Rod of Correction, and Dylan's band is also going to be on there. So yeah, I guess that's weekly highlights. What do you got, man? Can you talk about this?
No, I cannot talk about this. I celebrated Straight Edge Day. That was Saturday.
Right.
Recording with my band, so I couldn't really listen to Straight Edge till afterwards. But got some Straight Edge picks. Got instead some OC.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Youth of Today. Some classics. Some New York.
Did you get yelled at for listening to The Judge in the store?
Yeah, I got yelled at the other day from listening to Judge. She said, "Why do you like listening to mean sounding music? Like, why do you like being yelled at?" And I was just like, "It's motivating in terms of working." And she did not like that answer, and so she got mad.
Well, I mean, not mad.
Well, she got upset. She was just like mad that she was in there talking to me about it for so long. I'm not sure. I don't know what her vibe was. She just got really upset.
She doesn't like Mike Judge barking.
She did not
at her.
like Mike Judge.
I kind of feel bad. I'm in a similar headspace right now. I mean, all these, you know, this is obviously my stuff. I feel like, if anything, I feel like I'm in like cosplay for your style here. This is a little too.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah, it's like I came dressed prepared.
You know, Straight Edge Day is every day when you're straight edge. And we got a new straight edge band, one of my favorites of the last 5 years.
Okay.
Eco Strike. This is their new record.
Arguably, is that the best straight edge band since Mindset broke up? Tough call.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. It's hard, dude. I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, for me.
I'm bummed, man. I'm bummed at I feel like there's such a lack of like fast bands like that. At least it's like, I don't know. I guess the metalcore stuff is pretty big.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how much of that is like how many of those bands are really straight edge or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
And
like,
it's just not that style of hardcore.
I want to say that's my favorite band out of since post Mindset, but I don't want to take away any shining light from Dare from OC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to Dare, and I'll say Aaron McQueen gave probably the best of Dare. Gave one of the best quotes. I think oddly enough about Eco Strike. I was like, hey, have you heard this band when they were like new? or like when they kind of recently came out. He was like, "No, I haven't heard them, but they're straight edge, so I like them."
Oh yeah, dude.
I was like, "That's fucking actually the right answer." So yeah. So yeah, all straight edge is good.
Yeah, all straight edge is good. Can't hate.
Bad, it's
You
good.
can't hate.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I like the vibe. I want to like probably the polar opposite spectrum for my highlight. I had a really good moment with this 80s Marianne Faithfull record. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's 83. It's probably like uncouth to be like a record store person, and I feel like Marianne Faithfull is just one of these like adult bands. Like yeah, I listen to real music. Marianne Faithfull, ever heard of her? But I had a legitimate like moment with the record. Like just played it over and over again on Sunday and kind of like sunk into it. Very good like hazy Sunday morning kind of music. So like a menopausal Tom Waits or something. I would have never thought that was like the X factor needed to make that kind of sleepy music work. But I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Anytime you have like a real moment with a, you're not listening to something because it's like someone told you to, or it's new, or it's like has some like importance put upon it, or like stands for something, like, oh, this is a cool guy, or like this person stands for something important. I like the record. You're just listening to it in a bubble and you're like connecting to what's going on here, and it's nice. So I had a nice moment. Anytime you can have a nice moment with a record, like a real connecting moment, it's a highlight. And to me that was this week. But for new arrivals, this came in for my Japanese hardcore maniacs. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't heard it. I didn't have heard the old bootleg that was, I'm sure, like MP3 ripped. Just desperately obscure Japanese hardcore presented in a really, really nice packaging. All these bonus features. $70, which I know is a lot, but it costs a lot. And it's FOAD Records, who have done really high quality material so far. So if you're a really die-hard Japanese hardcore fan, the new Human Gas presents itself to you. A little collection of spooky season hits in the new arrivals. This one's good. I don't know if people really are tuned on to that band like they should be, but good Japanese or UK. I guess you could say post-punk, kind of a little bit gothy tinged, but still with like a lot of punk energy to it. Speaking of punk energy, we got the Best of Defiance, a little collection of some of their earlier material. And they were I don't know if there's some kind of stigma with that band or something, like they're punk. They're a punk band who dresses punk. God forbid, in fucking this day and age. But yeah, I like their 90s material much as the next person would. Got some good restocks from a distributor who does really good records at a really cheap price. So a lot of these you see are going to be priced super nice. And of course, there's honestly not a lot of, there's a wide variety, and there's not a lot of bad going on here. Almost everything you see. This is nice. John Prine's catalog coming back into print or back into availability of some sort. And that's great, because I'm on record as saying he's about my favorite lyricist of all time. So there's a more classic records back in print. So yeah, check for more John Prine releases coming up. I think we had Common Sense last time, which is a phenomenal album, but to have the best of, and I think slowly all the other ones are going to come in. It's all supply chain, folks. Supply, demand, availability, yada yada. I feel like 2020 has whooped everyone's ass in that regard. Got everyone kind of trained up to be a little bit more patient than they would normally in terms of twiddling your thumbs waiting. This is a cool record. Gave this one some time. Very I think they were a British band, and they're very like Talking Heads and television influenced, which is kind of cool. You didn't really I think those bands are talked about as being important in terms of like, I don't know, maybe showing people that you could play music outside of like a traditional rock sound. But if you really think about it, there wasn't a whole lot of bands that were like actively going for like that kind of New York art rock sound. So nice to see a reissue of one of those groups trying for that. Again, if you haven't gotten the gist here, front to back classic reissues, very affordable, very good quality music. New Order catalog, thanks.
Glad to see the Ramones in New Order. in circulation right now.
Yeah. Life-changing records, you know? Have we gone over your favorite Ramones record yet?
I think so, way in the beginning. But, Rocket to Russia. That's my favorite one.
I believe that was Johnny Ramone's favorite as well. Great, so, you know.
Great calls.
Great call.
Yeah.
Stuff that's come in over the weekend, that's essential, right?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I'm saying that's essential. Played this record a lot as well. Really good. Kind of, you know, just basic floor shakers on here. I think the first track has an Akinyele flip, which are probably some words no one expects to come out of my mouth. There we go. I got a highlight off of this record.
Which one?
The Weird Al Yankovic. Buy Me a Condo. Really funny song. Not talked about as much because it's not a direct parody, but really good. The VH. You were giving this one some time.
Yeah. Still great. I don't know. Top. I was trying to think about it. I was like, is this top 3?
There was a while where I would say that was number 1 for me. And I
Yeah.
still think, I mean, just having the inclusion of Unchained
Yeah.
and those really kind of off the beaten path synthesizer tracks, that I think makes it like a true fan favorite, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a nice one, kind of weird. I don't know how to put it. Just kind of I think there's like some strange instruments used on it, and instrumental, just kind of space filler, but kind of a nice album. Michael Jackson, a little handful of country records, kind of folks actually like. People always think they want country records, and then you bring them like, you know, Sons of the Pioneers or whatever. They don't like them. YouTube comments! We'll leave the YouTube comments. We reply. And we got a good one today. Nice question. The homie Morrow, shout out Morrow, asked, what's the store policy on Beatles slander? In parentheses, encouraged/discouraged. Store policy.
I don't know.
That's specific.
Yeah.
Slander, I feel, is like a very specific term.
I don't.
I feel like it means disrespect.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like the Beatles.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie and hide from my true feelings.
Yeah.
Specifically, like a lot of McCartney.
Right.
I get why people don't like him.
I think we're on the same page and kind of maybe preferring their 70s solo stuff over the Beatles proper.
Yeah.
You and I are both on that page. And I like Rubber Soul, and I like Revolution, I think, or Revolver.
Yeah.
But I'll fully cop to saying I feel mad self-conscious, like being in a record store playing the Beatles
Yeah.
around people is weird. But I will say to his proper question, which is like, just like if you don't like the Beatles, I think there's a very try-hardy like, Beatles suck, hate them. Beatles, boo, not interested. Next. Encourage, like more. Just this isn't the shot. He's asking, you know. I'm not gonna kick anyone out for saying this. Just you know, in Friday, you know, my favorite expression. When Debo's coming around. Some people take off the chain. Some people tuck theirs in.
Yeah.
You hate the Beatles? Just tuck it in. Just tuck it in. Keep that little self thoughts, because no one cares. It's not that cool of a thought. And if you fucking like love the Beatles, like that's pretty cool. But keep in mind that you're kind of supposed to. So it's not that impressive if you're like, and that there's, you know, not the most interesting thing to be like. Have you heard the White Album? Yeah. It's like okay.
Yeah.
Like 60% of the songs are good.
Yeah.
40% are really fucking annoying. Without hearing back in the USSR. So that's my very nuanced take. No policy, but just encouragement, I guess I would say.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself.
Bye. Boo, not interested. Next.